Hi, I'm Carla Butorac and welcome to Behavior Communicates. Do you know what the top 3 most frequent forms of self-injurious behaviors are? If you work with children who are on the autism spectrum, I'm thinking you could probably guess. They are headbanging, self-biting, and self-scratching. How do we define self-injurious behaviors, or SIBs as we say? It's an act of self-injury that causes tissue damage. Other forms of SIBs are cutting, pulling out hair, vomiting, eraser burns, skin or scab picking, burning, and poking oneself with something. You know my mantra, behavior communicates. The child is trying to tell you something. Ask yourself these questions. Number 1, what happens right after the child's behavior? Do you pay attention to him? Does he get to escape from some kind of task? Does he get some kind of power and control over something? Do you think he's getting some kind of sensory stimulation from the behavior? Is he trying to get something? There are 3 things that I recommend that you do. The first thing is you need to rule out a medical issue. There was a student that I worked with several years ago that would scream and bang his head for long periods every day. He had low cognitive skills and we just couldn't figure out why he was hurting himself. Although we thought pain could be an option, we just didn't really know. Finally, the family took him to the doctor and they found that he had a rod, that the rod in his back had slipped and actually punctured a hole in his pelvic bone. This poor little guy was in severe physical pain. So please rule out a medical issue before you consider anything else. Second is to make sure that you're developing a functional communication system, like using a core vocabulary board, for instance, that I demonstrated in an earlier video. The child must be able to give you some kind of clue what he's trying to say. And third is to look at when the behaviors do not occur and see if you can extend that time. For example, if a child doesn't bang his head during the sensory room time, can he stay there longer? Then you could arrange that the sensory room is a reinforcer for not banging his head. Take some data on this over a couple of weeks and see what happens right before the behavior and what happens right after the behavior. You may find that you and your staff or you and your family are actually helping to reinforce these negative behaviors. Now, I've given you several things to consider about self-injurious behaviors and 3 suggestions on how to make it better. I hope this helps you and gives you some insight on how you can use some proactive steps to take with your child. Give them a try and let me know how it goes. Thank you so much for joining me here at Behavior Communicates. Just remember, the more we know about how to help the child or the students we love, the better quality of life they will have. If you like this video, leave a comment below and please share it with a parent, a coworker, or a teacher that you know. And if you haven't signed up yet for Behavior Communicates, get on over there and sign up. You'll get my weekly blog and video and other resources and information that I only share with my subscribers. Take care and I'll see you next time.